Um, my name is Miriam Alabi, and I will be the moderator for today's session, representing Brattle Multi-Concept Consult. And a few quick housekeeping notes before we begin. Please keep your microphones muted throughout the presentation to avoid background noise, and you are welcome to unmute during our question and answer segment, and the chat box is open. Please use it at any time to ask questions or share your thoughts. You can share your thoughts. And we are recording these sessions, and we will share the link with you through our WhatsApp group shortly after we close. And for those joining us for the first time, let me briefly introduce Brattle Multi-Concept Consult. BMC is a Lagos-based business consultancy and technology solutions firm. We are certified Zoho partner, which means we are authorized to implement, train, and support all Zoho applications, including everything you will see today. We provide accounting software implementation, data analytics, and corporate finance training, all designed to help Nigerian businesses and professionals work smarter and efficiently. So you can reach us at bmcconsult.com.ng. I will drop that in the chat box, and you can also message us on the WhatsApp. I will drop the number in the chat box as well. And moving on, we are going to welcome we have the great honor and privilege having with us today Mr. Ramesh from the Zoho Finance team in India. Ramesh will be introducing us to the Zoho Finance suite and the broader Zoho ecosystem and how these tools help businesses automate their operations. So, and Mr. Ramesh Subramanian is take care of the partnerships and channel development for Zoho Finance suite for applications across sub-Sahara Africa, and is working closely with charter accountants, consultant firms, and financial service provider to drive the adoption of a modern cloud finance solution. And with over 7 years at Zoho Corporation, it specializes in building and scaling strategies alliance, enabling partners to deliver value through Zoho Finance ecosystem. Its approach centers on partner enablement, go-to-market strategy, and long-term alliance building, from onboarding and product training to co-selling and strategic market development. He is committed to empower partners with the tools, knowledge, and support needed to succeed. And Mr. Ramesh, we have a very warm welcome to you, and the floor is yours now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Mariam, for that introduction. Very big hi to everyone who have joined this session with us today. So thank you for the introduction again, Mariam and the BMC team. So, just to, top it off based on what Mariam had said. So this particular webinar session that we have today here is a very good opportunity for everyone who have joined this webinar with us. So it is so try to make use of this particular session as much as possible. It will give you more insights on how you have to manage your finances and how Zoho's digital applications can help you through this journey. So my presentation over the next 30 to 35 minutes is going to be primarily on on introducing you with the Zoho Finance suite of products and Zoho as a company. What are all the things that we have done over the past 30 plus years in the journey. So I'll quickly try to take you through the presentation right now. So I'm going to share my screen. So I think, yeah, I've got the access. Please confirm everyone if you are able to see my screen. Mariam, can you confirm?
Can you see your screen? Can you see the screen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you all can see the screen. Thank you.
Okay, great. That sounds great. Now, yeah. So as Mariam had instructed, so it would be great if all of you can be on mute during the presentation, and if you do have any questions along the presentation, please do post all your questions on the meeting chat bar. So for those of you who are new to Zoho Meeting, just to let you know, on Zoho Meeting in your screen, you will see that there's an option here for chat. So you can just click on this chat button, and from here you'll be able to post your messages in here, right? So any questions that you may have during the session, just feel free to post those questions over here, and probably towards the end of the session, I can try to pick some questions and then answer them live during the session here. Okay. Yeah. So with that, let me get started with the session. So today we will be primarily looking at the powerful finance platform from Zoho company, which is trusted worldwide. And I would like to thank Brattle Multi Concepts Consult for this opportunity. So just to let you know, Brattle Multi Concepts is an authorized Zoho consulting partner in Nigeria, serving Nigerian businesses with digital services, and also with implementation and support services for all Zoho Finance products. Right. So if any of you are interested in trying to use Zoho Finance applications for your own firm, you can very well reach out to the Brattle Multi-Concept team, and they'll be happy to help you with all the implementation and other services that you need. Right. So with that being said, basically, I'd like to first take you through the Zoho story. So, Zoho as a company is more of a technology company than a software company, to be precise on that. So, we provide intelligent cloud-based software across different domains all over the world, right? And we have been in the software industry business for more than 30 plus years now. So we started way back in 1996 as AdventNet, and from there on we went on to get rebranded ourselves as Zoho in 2005, and yeah, we are here today with more than 30 plus years of software industry experience, and we are a company that has zero external investors, which means we are a completely privately held organization even till today. We are not like other software in the market where they go to IPO and and all that. So we are a completely private maintained organization, and
Yeah, and sorry about that. We just have a brief technical issue, and please bear with us for a moment. Ramesh will join through.
yeah, sorry, I think there's some network issue. Mariam, can you hear me now? Can you confirm?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. So I'm sharing my screen again. Sorry about the inconvenience, everyone. Mariam, can you confirm if the screen is visible?
Yes, the screen is visible.
Okay, great. So yeah, I was saying that basically Zoho has been in the business for more than 30 plus years, and we have zero external investors, which basically means that majority of the revenue that we earn as a company, right, it basically goes back into R&D, which means research and development, right? So we put in a lot of our earnings to the research and development, and make sure that all the products that we build are world class and meets all the clients' requirements across different industry scopes and different business sizes, right? And we have more than 150 plus million users as registered Zoho users across the world, and we have more than 60 plus products that we have built over the years in our product suite, and presence in more than 150 plus countries with 18 data centers that we own and manage on our on our side. So these are all the worldwide presence of Zoho across different countries. So the blue markers that you see are the offices that we have. The red ones are the data centers that we have across the world. And the yellow one is both data offices and data centers. So as you can see here, we do have a local office in Lagos as well, which shows our commitment that we have for the Nigerian region, right? So we have close to 30 members who are working out of the Lagos office in Nigeria, primarily focusing on sales, account management, partner management, and other stuff, right? So so that's typically there. So you can always feel free to walk into our office and then have a chat with our team whenever you want. So that's there. And these are all the products that we have built all through these years. So this is a product landscape. So you can see that we started way back in 2005 with the document writer application and CRM. And today, in 2026, we have more than 150 plus million users and more than 60 different products that we have launched across different landscapes of the world, right? And so basically for every function, we have a Zoho product. So every function within an organization, be it sales, HR, marketing, low code, no code platforms, workplace, for all these different functions within a company, we do have a solution available at Zoho. And so these are all the different domains, or let's say departments within any company, right? Sales or marketing, service, HR, finance, all these includes in it, right? And yes, so this is the coming to the finance suite, that is the Zoho Finance Suite. We basically offer all finance applications that you need in order to manage your back office finance operations. So Zoho Books is our accounting software. It's our double entry online bookkeeping or accounting software. Many startup businesses or many small businesses usually start with Zoho Books whenever they first want to digitize their entire accounting journey. And we have seen that many businesses have started with Zoho Books as one single application. And as they move ahead, or as they grow in their company, right, they tend to start using other Zoho applications as well, and eventually try to use all Zoho applications in their company to make sure that all the data sticks within the ecosystem. And secondly, Zoho Practice is a practice management application. So if you are a consulting or an accounting firm, then Zoho Practice will make sense for you. And if you're looking to manage clients, you manage your clients who are using Zoho Books or Inventory or Expense, then yes, Zoho Practice is going to make much more sense. And Zoho Billing is actually a billing end-to-end billing solution, right, for subscription-based businesses. And then we have Zoho Expense, which is an employee expense tracking tool. Then Zoho Invoice, which is a completely free online invoicing solution. So if you are a part of a startup company, let's say you're very small at the moment and you have not started yet, and and you need only invoicing as a functionality, right? And you don't need actual accounting as such, you can go for Zoho Invoice. Zoho Invoice is a lifetime free application that you can use in order to create customized invoices, send it to your clients, and collect payments from your customers. At any point of time in the future, if you feel that you want to upgrade from Zoho Invoice to Zoho Books or Zoho Billing, you can always do that from within the Zoho Invoice application itself. So that is how powerful the app is. And then there's Zoho Inventory for you to manage your warehouse, order management, retail inventory and other stuff. And then there's Zoho Commerce, that is again tied very closely with Zoho Inventory, where you can create customized online e-commerce web stores for your business. And You can add all your products and other stuff. You can create your own web page, e-commerce store through Zoho Commerce. It is very similar to the products like Shopify or WooCommerce, etc. Right, where you can build your own web store and other stuff. So that's a quick overview of all the Zoho Finance applications. Now I'll just quickly try to take you through some of the major functionalities that we have in each of these products, right? So with respect to Zoho Books so far, right, we have tried to make sure that we create end-to-end compliance wherever we are present across the world. So with respect to Zoho Books, I mean, especially since it's an accounting software, taxation is a major part that is involved within the application, right? So wherever we make sure wherever we have Zoho Books, we make sure that we comply with the local government's rules, including the taxation, the e-filing, e-invoicing, and things like that, right? So you can see that we have currently complied in all these countries that you're seeing here, right? So it's close to 18 plus countries where we have a country specific edition of Zoho Books today, which basically means that if you are, let's say, someone from Kenya or South Africa, when you create an organization in Zoho Books with country as Kenya, automatically the local tax rates will be fetched into Zoho Books, and you will be able to generate VAT complied reports from the application, which you can then export manually and then put it into your the e-filing platform and then file your returns. So that is something you will be able to do with our applications. And wherever e-invoicing is mandatory in whichever country, we have tried to comply with all those country regulations as well. And just to one other happy information that I want to share with all of you is that we are also working on coming up with a local edition for Nigeria as well, with local taxes supported in the application and e-invoicing support for businesses that are mandatorily required to comply with the e-invoicing policy of the government, right? So if you're someone who is if your business or your company is not yet mandatory for e-invoicing, then you may not you may stick to not using that feature. But if you are in the mid sized segment, like if you are in the medium sized businesses or large business, then you will be required to mandatorily comply with e-invoicing. So I'm happy to inform that for these kind of businesses, we are coming up with a local edition of Nigeria for Nigeria, and it will be available very soon in Zoho Books. And those businesses who want to use those functionalities, they can definitely use them. And if you're someone who would not want to use those functionalities, it is still totally fine, and you can stick to not using those functionalities within the app as well. So it's just going to be available as an option for Nigerian businesses. And yeah, so basically, we are a fully functional platform, primarily focusing on privacy. So privacy is one of the key thumb rules that we always keep in mind with any product that we build here at Zoho, right? So we comply with a varied list of privacy, security, and compliances across the world. We have a varied list of compliance certifications from different government bodies and security bodies all across the world. We follow specific accounting standards with respect to IFRS and GAAP to comply with the accounting frameworks that is followed by most businesses across the world. And all the functionalities that we provide in the application are powerful, and these are all platform level capabilities which are extended across different applications, and it is not a single specific feature for each product. So each feature that we build in some way or the other will have some tie-up with other Zoho applications as well. So that way you are able to get a connected or integrated ecosystem. So if you are using Zoho Books and Zoho Inventory together, right, all the inventory information that you have in Zoho Inventory will automatically get passed on to Zoho Books. To give you an example, let's say you get a sales order in Zoho Inventory, right? And you record it in the system, and whenever you are raising an invoice for that specific customer in Zoho Inventory, automatically your the stock for that specific item will get reduced, and whatever stock that is getting adjusted in inventory and the invoice that you're recording in Zoho Inventory will get automatically pushed into your accounting software as well. So thereby you have the information all available within your Zoho Books. So Zoho Books will act as your central application that is connected to all other finance solutions, right? So like I said, it gives you like a connected ecosystem and integrated solution whereby all the data is integrated and connected with each other. And so Zoho Books, like I said, is an end-to-end accounting software. So right from negotiating the deals, that is right from being able to send out quotes or pro forma invoices, to creating actual invoices, and to getting paid, collecting the payments from your customers, end-to-end accounting can be handled, right? So we have both the end-to-end sales as well as the end-to-end purchases module available within Zoho Books, right? So it has the entire sales cycle and purchase cycle covered as well. So just to let you guys know, let's say if you're creating an invoice within Zoho Books and you want to collect the payments online through payment gateways, right? We do have local Nigerian payment gateway support as well, through payment gateways like Paystack and Searbit. So if you want to integrate yourself with Paystack, you can always do that. And whenever you're sending out an invoice to your customer,
Please mute your mic, please.
yeah. No worries. So I'll continue from there. So like I said, you can basically, whenever you want to send an invoice to your customer, you can send the invoice along with the payment link as well. So that way, the payment link will get, generated automatically, and it will send out to your customer. So the customer can click on the link and they can make a payment through a secure payment gateway portal. And they can choose any method that they want, credit card or bank transfer or debit card, and then once they make the payment, automatically the payment status will get reflected against that specific invoice, and the invoice will be marked as paid as well. So this kind of a online payment gateway integration is already available for Nigerian businesses in Zoho Books through payment gateways like Paystack and Searbit, right? And similarly for purchases, right? So if you are into the selling and buying businesses, typically retail or any other segment like manufacturing or any other segment, you may want to purchase raw materials or specific items from vendors across the world, right? So you will be able to create a vendor master data in the application, and you will also have the option to create purchase orders as well, right? So you can create a specific purchase order, send it to your vendor, and once it is confirmed, you can the vendor can send you bills, which can then be added in the system, and you can record payments against them. So once you have made the payment to your vendor, you can record the payment against that bill, and it will be captured in the system. And we also have options for you to import your bank statement and reconcile the transactions as well. So you will be able to connect your add your bank account and import the bank statement into Zoho Books as a CSV file, and we will be able to, and then we'll be able to basically fetch the information from the file that you have uploaded. It can be either a CSV or Excel file, and then add the transactions. So once the transactions are added, you can then match them again. Match them against any data that you've already recorded in Zoho Books. For example, if you are if you're creating if you're importing a transaction, let's say a deposit transaction, right? And if you already have an invoice payment recorded, you can basically map the invoice payment with the deposit transaction that you have in your bank statement. So that way you can categorize or match the transactions initially, which will eventually help you to reconcile the statement at the end of every month, right? And we also support more than 70 plus reports within Zoho Books itself across different modules in the application. So be it profit and loss to balance sheet, inventory specific reports, sales reports, purchase reports, accountant specific reports in terms of filing and VAT payments, all these can be generated from within the application. And over and above that, you will also have the option to create custom reports as well within Zoho Books itself. So if you want to create a custom report with specific fields and columns that you want to see in the report, you can do that as well through Zoho Books as well. Right. So if you're someone who would like to know more about the product and try it out for yourself, please reach out to our partner Battle Multi Concepts, and they'll be able to help you set up your Zoho Books organization, and they can set you up a trial and then help you get started from there. Right. And similarly from so these are the, I mean, when we look at accounting software, right, Zoho Books as a development, we basically look at these 4 pillars for any application to be customizable. So as a company, if you're evaluating accounting software, you need to make sure that these 4 pillars are strong in the accounting software that you are evaluating. Right. Number 1, which is automation, where you are able to create customized alerts, workflows, reminders, be able to get scheduled reports from the system. And from collaboration perspective, you need to be able to have multiple users to access the application, right? So you need to have access, and your accountant should also have access, but restricted. Depending upon the user, the access must be restricted to their requirements. And you should be able to have a portal where you can talk to your customer or your vendor. You should be able to have create customized chat conversations within the app itself, and be able to create invoices in multi currencies. If you want to invoice a customer in sometimes in USD, sometimes in Naira, you should be able to do that. And you should, if you're a company who has multiple branches within Nigeria, right, with the same VAT ID, then you should be able to create multiple branches and track the transactions, get a detailed report by each branch, get profit and loss reports by each branch at any point of time. And the APIs should be available to build integration and be able to create customized P&L report, tax summary, 70 plus financial reports, and other stuff, right? So these are all the primary features that you have to basically look at when you're evaluating accounting software for your own firm, right? And I'll just take you through each one of these pillars, and I'll show you how we have incorporated these functionalities within Zoho Books, right? I think someone is unmuted. Can you please mute yourself?
Who is that? Please mute yourself, please.
Yeah, thank you for that. So just to let you know, right, from the automation perspective, right, Zoho Books actually comes with automatic payment reminders. So let's say if you want to collect online payments from your customers, right, as I told you earlier, you can integrate your payment gateway with Zoho Books, but that might not be enough, right? When you are sending out invoices to your customers, oftentimes the customers might forget that they have to make a payment against the invoice that you sent, right? So it may sit as an overdue invoice within your Zoho Books account. So if you want to avoid those kind of things, you can set automated payment reminders to make sure that the payment is reaching you at the right point of time. So you can configure as many number of reminders as you want, and you can also have customized reminders based on the date range as well. So for example, if you need a reminder to be sent, I think again someone is unmuted. Can you mute yourself, please? Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you. So no problem. Yeah, so as I was telling you, so you will be able to set up multiple reminders for the same invoice as well. So let's say if you want to send a reminder one day after the due date, or if you want to send a reminder on the last due date, right? Or if you want to send a reminder 5 days before the due date or 6 days before the due date to make sure that the customer is making the payment on time, these automated reminders will really come in handy for you, right? And Secondly, you can also set up something called transaction rules in order to automatically categorize your bank statement. So remember, if you remember, I told you that you will be able to import your bank statements into the system, right? But even after you import the statement, the transactions are still going to remain uncategorized. So it takes a manual effort for you to manually go into each transaction, verify it, and then categorize it or automatically match it with or manually match it with an already existing payment or invoice that you have created, right? So if you want to avoid that, you can make use of transaction rules to auto categorize the transactions. So you can set a criteria, like if the amount is going to be 250, or if it's going to be greater than 250 or less than 250, you need to put it under the account bank fees and charges, and you need to record it as an expense. So these kind of criteria based transaction rules can be defined within Zoho Books under the banking module. So that way, whenever you import a statement, at least a majority of the transactions will get automatically categorized, and you don't have to manually check each transaction and then categorize them, right? So it saves a significant effort, manual effort, taken by a lot of accountants today in terms of auto categorizing the transactions. And also, we have workflow rules available if you want to automate certain routine tasks or processes based on any specific conditions, right? For example, you can create a workflow rule like this, where you want to automatically update a particular field value, right? Whenever an invoice is created or it's edited or updated, right? So you can specify. It could be a field update, or it could be custom email notifications that you want to send out, or you may even want to update certain things or do a process within the application, right? So we can write custom functions for that as well using deluge coding technology, right? So those kind of workflows can be triggered within the application. And similarly, yeah, like I said, you can have workflow automation as well. So this is the custom function part that I was talking about. So let's say, for example, if the customer is not paying within the due date, right? And if you want to apply a late fee amount of 10% to the invoice amount, then it can be done by writing a small piece of code, right? So again, these are all places where our partners can definitely come in handy, and they can take up the heavy lifting and do the coding on behalf of you, right? And help you set up the right workflow that you need to run your business smoothly, right? So this is a use case. This is just one sample use case that I'm giving you, but there are n number of other use cases that can be met using custom functions at any given point of time. And similarly, from the collaboration perspective, you can invite and provide role-based access to users across organization. Now, that's something that I told you earlier, right? So let's say, for example, if you want to add users who are only going to create invoices within the application, right? So let's say they'll just be managing the list of customers that you have and create invoices against them, right? So in that case, it will not be ideal to give them an administrator user role within Zoho Books, because that will give them access to all the modules. So you need to have restricted access for them, right? So Zoho Books actually comes with predefined staff roles available within Zoho Books, using which it is possible for you to define who is going to be a staff and who is going to be an administrator and who will be the accountant. So you can define different roles for different users based on their access that they need within the application. And similarly, you will also have options to collaborate within Zoho Books itself. So let's say if the staff created an invoice and they submitted it for an approval within the company, right? And let's say some details within the invoice that they have added is incorrect, right? Or if you want to check the payment status for that specific invoice, you can just simply initiate a chat with your colleague, and you can chat with them within Zoho Books itself. So this is something that will be really helpful if your team is scattered away across different states or different counties in Nigeria, right? So it comes in handy in those cases. And you also have the option to post comments as well. If a particular task is very high priority and you want to make sure that it is done as soon as possible, you can create tasks, or you can create comments for that as well. And similarly, there's also customer portal that we have, where it's a dedicated space for your clients, where they can view and manage their transactions with respect to quotes, sales orders, invoices, etc. So today in Zoho Books, right, there are basically multiple ways in which you can send a quote or invoice or a sales order to your client. So I'll tell you each one of these ways. So one, you will be able to send you will be able to download the quote or the invoice manually as a PDF file, and then you can share it manually through email or WhatsApp to your client. That is one option. Second option is you can send email to your clients directly from Zoho Books itself. So when you create a quote or an invoice in Zoho Books, you will have an option to email it to your client's email address directly from within Zoho Books. So you don't have to manually sit and create a separate email with subject and all that. All those things can be predefined within the system, and it will directly send an email to your client from Zoho Books itself for the invoice. Third option is we do have WhatsApp business integration as well. So if your business is primarily running on WhatsApp business and you have the IM credits, meta credits for the same, you can very well integrate your WhatsApp business with Zoho Books. That way, the invoice that you create will get automatically sent to your client through WhatsApp, to their WhatsApp number from your WhatsApp business, right? And it's not just for the invoices, it applies for quotes, sales orders, retainer invoices, credit notes, and reminders that you're sending. All these can be sent through WhatsApp. And if you also want to do some marketing announcements, or let's say seasonal offer announcements, all these things can be done and set up through Zoho Books itself for the specific items or products that you're selling within your system. And customer portal is basically another way where the customer can see the quotes or the sales orders that you're sending them, right? So when you activate this, the customer can log into a dedicated secure portal where they will be able to see whatever quotes or sales orders or invoices that you've sent them on a regular basis. Now, let's say this is a very high value customer that you're dealing with, right? And they have a very high value subscription, or let's say return value that they provide you year on year, right? In that case, and let's say they are dealing in high number of invoices or quotes every year, then it makes more sense for you to have a customer portal dedicated for them, where they can get their own customer statement, download their customer statement, and see what transactions they have incurred with you on a yearly basis or monthly basis, right? So that is where the dedicated customer portal comes into play. And then, yeah, these are some actions that you can do in client portal. So whatever quote that they receive, they can basically accept it over here. And you can also set up a workflow where when the client accepts the quote, the system can automatically create an invoice for that client, or a sales order for that client. So that can be done automatically as well. And vendor portal works similar way. So this is typically for your vendor, where they can go in and provide a purchase order, accept the purchase order and upload their invoices for them to receive payments and all that. So it just happens the other way around. And from a scalability perspective, the application is scalable as your business grows. Now, imagine, when you start with Zoho Books, you may just have business in one location. But as you grow into multiple locations, Zoho Books can also help you scale along with your growth journey as well. Now, if you're adding multiple warehouses, and if you're adding multiple branches, you will be able to do all of that in here, right? Just give me 1 minute. Is my voice clear to everyone, or is there any?
Yes, you can hear you.
Okay, fine. So I'll just, so yeah, we just have I think we are almost nearing this end of the session. So I'll try to, touch upon most of the points as much as possible. So yeah, you can have basically multiple locations managed in here through Zoho Books. And we also have advanced multi-currency as well. Like I said earlier, if you want to handle transactions for the same customer in multiple currencies, that can be done as well. And we have, from analytics perspective, we have different reports, budget versus actuals, which shows you the overall profit and loss. Then cost analysis reports are available. across different regions. And Zoho Books as an application basically is available on different devices, including mobile apps and web app and tablets, even the iWatch as well. So from the mobile app itself, anyone can create invoices or estimates or bills at any point of time. So the web app can be primarily used mainly by the accountants or the admin users who are involved in reporting and VAT filing and other stuff. And so I'll just quickly take a couple of minutes to walk you through the other Zoho Finance apps that we have in the kit. So basically, invoice, we already spoke about it. So it's primarily just for invoicing purpose. So if you are someone who is a very small business, just starting, and you just want invoicing, you can go for Zoho Invoice. It's completely free forever. You can create customized invoices, track payments, receive online payments through Zoho Invoice. All these things can be done in here. And Zoho Inventory is for multi-channel sales. So let's say if you're someone who's into multi-channel management, where you want to manage sales to offline retail and online retail, you want to track items. Advanced inventory is required in terms of item, batch, warehouse. If you want to link with shipping carriers, get real-time shipping rates and all that, you can make use of the multi-channel sales option. I mean, the Zoho Inventory application for that. And then we have Zoho Commerce. I think someone has to mute on their end. Yeah, thank you. Then we have Zoho Commerce. Like I said, it's an online e-commerce web store builder. So as you can see in the screenshot here, right? So it's basically if you're into fashion, or if you're into clothing, or any type of online retail business, right? Selling equipments or healthcare products, all that. So you can basically set up your web store through Zoho Commerce. And Zoho Commerce is tightly integrated with Zoho Inventory and Zoho Books. So all the items that, if you have your items already added in Zoho Inventory or Zoho Books, it will get automatically synced as products in Zoho Commerce. And you just have to define the product description, logo, the other details, and you can just design your website on your own. And you don't need any coding knowledge or technical knowledge in order to build the website. You can build the website on your own. It's just a drag and drop of all the details that you want to do. Zoho Commerce provides you with free SSL hosting and enterprise grade security and privacy. So you don't have to worry about paying for the hosting services and all that. It will be completely taken care by Zoho itself. And Zoho Billing is for end-to-end billing solution for growing businesses. So let's say if you are a business who is into recurring subscription-based services, let's say it could be gym, or it could be any online services that you provide where the customers pay you on a recurring basis. You can typically make use of Zoho Billing. You can set up tasks like upselling, cancellations. You can provide a customer portal to them where they can do all these actions directly there. And then we have Zoho Checkout. So again, like if you're an NGO business, who doesn't need any of the accounting or any of the stuff, but you need a custom branded payment page where you want to collect online payments, add customers and collect online payment, you can make use of Zoho Checkout. So you can create your own payment page, share it with your client every time you want to collect payment, and they can make payment for the invoices that you've created through Zoho Checkout. So this is there. And then we have Zoho Practice. Again, it's for accounting and consulting firms. We have Zoho Expense, which is our online travel and expense management software. So if you want to manage all aspects of your expense reporting, like employee expense reporting, reimbursements, corporate card expense tracking, for all those purposes, Zoho Expense will serve best. And I'm sure Akeem is doing a session on Zoho Expense up next, so I'll leave it to him to explain in detail. But just finishing up on the session, right? So basically, these are all the functionalities and the applications different apps that we provide as part of the Zoho Finance bundle, right? So it typically includes all these applications that you see. So you can start with any one of these applications, or you can start with multiple applications at the same time as well, and grow or add more apps as and when you need. And as a business owner or a CFO or a C-level executive or anyone within the company, if you're someone who's looking to digitize your accounting or finance process through Zoho, I would definitely recommend you to reach out to our partner, Brattle Multi-Concepts. They are a seasoned and experienced partner, and they have worked with multiple customers implementing complex Zoho Finance solutions before for many customers across Nigeria. And they will be very happy to take up your use case and then try to fit it into the Zoho ecosystem and digitize your entire journey right from the beginning to the end. So I'm just showing their contact details on the screen here. So if you're someone who needs help in digitizing your journey, or let's say you're using another accounting software and it's not working out and you want to switch to Zoho, please feel free to reach out to Akim and Mariam and their team, and they'll be able to happily help you through the entire digitizing process. And I hope this session was helpful for everyone. And you got some insights on how Zoho works and the products works. So now I'll leave it open for the Q&A session. I'll just probably take some questions. We have maybe another 2-3 minutes. I'll try to take some questions and then I'll leave it to Akim to take on the next session on Zoho Expense. So let me just check if we have any questions on the chat bar.
Yeah, thank you so very much, Ramesh, for the presentation. And that was a great and detailed overview of the Zoho ecosystem. And I'm very sure that everyone here can already see how these tools can help make their business processes easier and more organized and more efficient. So we are now going to move directly into question and answer for Ramesh. So this is your opportunity to ask Ramesh questions specifically about the Zoho Finance platform, the product he has just introduced, or anything he covered in his presentation. Yeah. So if you have any question for Ramesh, please type them in the chat now or raise your hand to speak. And let's also have about 15 minutes for Ramesh to, so let us make it the most of it.
Yeah, and let's try to keep the questions a bit more straightforward, because at this point, since we have lesser time, we'll try to cover as much possible. But even if there are any excess questions, I think the Brattle Multi-Concepts team and myself, we can try to answer them later through email or something. That's not a problem.
You can raise your hand or drop the question in the chat box. And unmute yourself and have the question. Okay, in the absence of the questions, if there is no questions, so I just want to ask Ramesh, I want to ask you a question about how many businesses use Zoho globally?
Okay, Yeah, thank you, Miriam, for that question. So at the moment, we have, just to, like I said earlier, we have more than 150 plus million registered users who are using different Zoho products across the world, right? Of course, we may not be able to share the exact number of businesses or customers who are using Zoho because we are a private company. But yeah, I can very well, clarify that more than thousands of customers are using Zoho Finance and Zoho Books in Nigeria itself, right? And the same goes for other countries as well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mariam. I can hear you.
Like I'm asking if the can Zoho Finance tools integrate with non-Zoho software?
Yes, definitely. So we can create custom integrations between Zoho, books and other, Zoho, other non-Zoho products as well. So the integration, API-based integrations can be built. And while we are at it, we have a question in the chat from Mary. So I'm just reading out the question for everyone. So the question is, please, can
Okay.
Zoho Books be used for company into services, purchase and sales of spare parts? Yes, definitely, Mary, you can use that. As Akim pointed out, you can very well use it for the purchase and sales of spare parts. So especially if you're into services, Zoho Books will be perfect fit for you. So it can work very well for you in terms of managing the overall sales and purchase cycle of your company. So probably you should get in touch with the team and then get more information on the product as well, on how it meets your requirements. And I think there is one participant who has
Mr.
raised.
Alex, yeah,
Yeah.
you can unmute yourself and ask the question, please.
Okay, good afternoon from here. Thank you so much for the lecture. It's quite, though I joined late, I want to believe that the recording will be made available. My question is simple. I am an... can you hear me?
I think.
I cannot hear you. I think you're.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, please go
yeah.
ahead, Ernest. Yeah.
Okay, my question is simple. I just want to know, I'm a finance professional and I want to start setting up Zoho Books for small and medium scale enterprises. So I, as a business consultant, how do I come in? Do I need to register as a vendor? Do I need to register as what? I just want to know where I will come in, because I have some small and medium scale enterprises that I want to set up Zoho Books for. Thank you.
Thank you, Ernest, for that question. So yes, we do have the Zoho Finance consulting partner program available, through which you can become a partner, accountant partner, and you can set up Zoho Books and Zoho Finance products to your customers. Small scale or medium or large businesses, you can set them up. So first, you need to become a Zoho partner. So for that, probably you can. I don't know how we can get your details here, but you can just simply search for Zoho Finance Consulting Partner Program on Google, and you can register yourself to become a partner, and we will initiate the evaluation process from our side to onboard you as a partner.
Yeah, I think someone has a question. Okay. Mr. Akin Agile has the question about. He said, "Nice presentation. How Zoho assists a new organizations with zero experience?"
Yeah, so that is, thank you for the question, first of all. So that is exactly where, our partners like Brattle Multi Concept comes into the play, right? So they basically will be able to, I mean, they'll be able to basically help you with the implementation of Zoho Books and other Zoho Finance products. So you need not specifically know the product as such, but they will be in a good position to help you get your company set up on Zoho Books and get you trained on the product functionalities and features as well. Because like I said, they are an authorized and trained and certified partner of Zoho. So they can very well go ahead and help you with helping you learn the product features and how to set it up for your company, etc. Yeah.
Next one is Fumilayo Akintola. He asks, you mentioned e-invoicing. If you are looking for a company to partner with for invoicing integration, my company can help.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for that. A note again, Fumilayo. So maybe if you can share the contact details or anything, we'll try to get in touch with you regarding that. You can share information with our partner as well, so they can then share it with us. So that's fine.
So, do you have any question for Mr. Ramesh? I think there is no question. Okay, so we have reached the end of the question and answer segment for Mr. Ramesh, and I want to sincerely thank you once more for your time and your wonderful presentation. On behalf of all the participants and on behalf of BMC, we truly appreciate you joining us all the way from India this afternoon. You are most welcome to stay with us for the rest of the session, but we also completely understand if you need to step away. And thank you so very much, Ramesh.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity as well, Mariam and Akeem, for this setup. And thank you everyone for listening to the presentation all this while. It's the session is not yet over. So the Brattle Multi-Concepts team is going to come up next and take you through the next session. So please be there, stay tuned to know more about the Zoho products and get more insights and digitize your process starting today. And thank you for the wonderful opportunity, everyone. Have a good evening from here. And I'll probably step away from here because it's already a bit late. And I'll try to connect with everyone if possible. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
We understand that. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we are going to the next session now, which is Zoho expense training session, practical. So